they've spent all season thinking about. It's not the ultimate prize, but it is just a step on the way to what they've been focused on all season long. Only one of these two teams is going to take that step and get that shot for the biggest trophy of them all in this league, that Lombardi trophy.
So outruns their offense for the first time this game, and they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football, but you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose. And most importantly, you got to lead your men. That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Lamar off the play fake. Throw left side, complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one hits for 30. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Lamar's going to keep this one. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the gun, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Ravens.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football, but you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose, and most importantly, you got to lead your men.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Tag! Liking 18! Ready?
Another give here to Jency. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Hey. Cavity Lions. Ready, right?
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
A 4-yard
Down to score and taking a big risk on their own side here. They're lining up to try for this. They're going for this. He's got to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check out.
1st down, play action. Headed out right. He's going to keep it this time. He takes it down to the 33. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. Go.
Genty from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the Ravens' 33-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Set.
Back to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Henry running left. There's the intensity we expect in a playoff. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him that starts at the 38.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Raven first down.
From the gun, a run for Henry. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. With a better result than that last run, it's 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Baltimore first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Baltimore.
The design run, Jackson keeping it. And the ground game works for the touchdown.
On the keeper.
The Ravens get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
2nd and 1.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Ready.
Back to Genty. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Jump off caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Hey. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
Looking in the air here. That one's taken in by the rookie out of USC. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
First down.
They gain 11 on that play, and the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check.
Looking to throw here. That one's on the mark, Jacoby Myers. And he's going to be blocked out after reaching the 43.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Viking 18. Cougar 19. Go.
They give up the guts. It's Genty. And they're going to keep moving forward. Brought down inside the opposing 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ready.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Viking 18.
Counter give to Genty. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering why. How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Down. Panther 60. Let go.
Giving this to Genty. And he's got 5, and we've got our 2-minute warning. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Ready.
And off to Genty. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Tag. Cougar 19. Ready.
He's going to throw this one. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
Ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. Has it in close. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up for the 1st and goal. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation.
Ready? Ready.
Genty. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one.
It's a gain of a yard.
As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here's another 4. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in.
Stop short of the goal
He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. 3rd and goal from the 1.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
3rd and goal now. Can they find that final yard?
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Go.
Setting up to throw. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 1-score game before halftime. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders cut the lead down to 4.
Ravens 14, Raiders 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard
The
line.
Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And they'll have enough time to try to get it into field goal range. Just a shade over 40 seconds remaining. Finds him on the slant. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
First down.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
6 yards.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
And 16.
From the pistol, Henry. He wants to, but he's not going to be able to continue the run. Got him 6, but they stopped him short. It's 4th down now. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll bring out Ty Zentner to send it away on 4th down. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
At their own 13-yard line.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Come on.
They're going play action. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Incomplete.
This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's a screen play to Genty. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. A close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
Get it! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
This is Genty on second. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
31-yard line.
On the set.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
70. 70 lying. Go.
Working on first down. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
He's going to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Tag. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let go.
Throw here, 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the
They like to say it's about the
43-yard
Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 from the 43.
Go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Straight ahead with Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Hits his running back. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Jair Alexander with the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Ready. Viking 18.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On first down, Genty. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Ready, ready.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
Here we go, Scott. Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
Now it's Genty. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Raiders have the ball, and they have work to do to save their playoff run. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Ready, ready. Go.
Now running with Genty. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Two on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80.
On the ground with Genty. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches.
Hawk 70, Hawk. Ready.
This is Genty. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That goes for a gain of just 1. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Check out.
The give here to Genty. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Raiders take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Missed to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders push their lead to 3.
Raiders 17, Ravens 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone, so the ball is going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. It almost feels now like a must-score drive.
35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 35. First down, Ravens.
Jackson keeping it himself. Here he goes again. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
17.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
For Baltimore.
Starting from the 5. Keeps away from 1. All right, so we'll get this up to about the 30 before he goes out of bounds. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
Back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's a Vegas first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
First down from the 42.
Here we go, Scott. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
to throw. Completed here to Laube. And they bring him down around the 34.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Second down, looking for options. Ooh, he misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Ready, ready.
He's back to throw. And he's batted away up front. Throw doesn't even get beyond the line thanks to a well-timed swat there. They're going to face fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Desperation time here on fourth. He's got it to his running back. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown. First and goal coming up. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas.
First and goal.
Raiders losing by 4. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here. First and goal.
Go.
Here's Jency. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, second and goal.
Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll send him up the middle. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a 7-yard gain on second down. Only inches to go now on third.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
Laube, and he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
First and 10.
Baltimore running its offense out now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Just a yard left to go on second down. Back to throw. He's keeping it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining.
And the Ravens first down.
Setting up to pass. This one's to Andrews outright. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. From the right hash, 52 yards out.
52-yard attempt.
And it's on its way and through! He hit it from deep. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, he delivers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Here he is to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Number 87, incomplete. Teddy Buchanan on the coverage.
Ready? Ready?
He'll look to throw it. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Nate Wiggins has got it! And the Ravens take possession of the football. Great spot to start a drive in here. The Ravens headed up first and 10. Here's Lamar. This to win the game. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are a couple of evenly matched teams atop the AFC, but only one can represent this conference in the Super Bowl. Overtime is underway. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And a touchdown here won't win the game automatically, but it could spell the beginning of the end for their opponents, who would have to respond in kind. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Ready? 70 lying.
Going wide receiver run to start this series. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Now, not much to be had on that first down, Brock. First couple of plays of overtime. How do you approach this?
SOS. And I'm not talking desperation. I'm talking about stay on schedule.
Pass play coming here. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
No throw, third and long. Throwing the out route, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Oh, just a yard shy of midfield, first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now off the play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Touchdown wouldn't win it, but no points on the drive, Brock. Could likely end it. It's second down. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Ready,
Third and long for him here. Oh, big interception here. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens surprise them with the interception. And now have a chance to win this game.
This is such a back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a run for Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
He'll hang on to it on the second down option. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he reaches the end zone. That is a game-winning touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Love these pictures, Brock. Go ahead, guys. Take it all in. You are going to be playing in the Super Bowl. What a moment for so many of them getting to this point.
It is, and it is so cool, and you can see it and feel it. The real emotion of celebrating this title, but they know that ultimately it's not an AFC title they want. They want a Super Bowl title.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.